Greetings. I'm excited to tell you about a new initiative at the National Cancer Institute. Population-based research optimizing screening through personalized regimens, abbreviated as PROSPR, is a new research program to better understand how to improve screening for breast, colon, and cervical cancers. The emphasis is on the screening process, and by that we mean recruitment, getting people to come in, screening, diagnosis, and referral for treatment. NCI plans to fund a network of 9 to 12 research centers and a statistical coordinating center to investigate the entire screening process in community practice and conduct research relevant to improving that process. The research objectives of the PROSPR network are: 1, to study the comparative effectiveness of existing and emerging screening processes in community practice; 2, to study the balance of benefits and harms across recognized cancer risk profiles; and 3, to conduct preliminary studies to inform future research to optimize screening processes and outcomes. To achieve these objectives, the research centers must also include 3 interrelated research projects pertinent to understanding factors that influence the screening process. These projects should be driven by a multidisciplinary research team and relevant expertise in screening and the disciplines relevant to the theme of the program. Investigators at the PROSPR Research Centers will be expected to collaborate with each other, the NCI, and the Statistical Coordination Center. This kind of collaboration is typical of the U54 mechanism through which this research centers will be funded. The National Cancer Institute is supporting PROSPR because there is evidence that the process of finding breast, cervical, and colorectal cancer among the many people who are screened for these diseases is not done optimally. Although performance characteristics such as sensitivity, specificity, and positive predictive value are relatively well known for the individual screening tests, this is not the case for the screening process as a whole. The types of institutions and organizations that are eligible to apply for the Research Center's RFA include institutions of higher education, nonprofits, small businesses, and other not-for-profit organizations. State and local governments and regional organizations may also apply. A critical feature of eligibility is that applicants must have a clinical network capable of documenting the entire cascade of events across the screening process. A separate cooperative agreement, called a U01, will support one PROSPR Statistical Coordination Center that will work with the research centers to pool data and conduct analyses that include data from more than one research center. The Statistical Coordination Center will work with NCI and a steering committee to prioritize studies and make selected data available to non-PROSPR investigators whose projects have been approved and reviewed. For both the U54 and the U01, additional eligibility details are specified in the RFAs, but we want to be clear: we're seeking applicants from a variety of investigators working in diverse settings. All individuals with the skills, knowledge, and resources necessary to carry out the PROSPR proposed research are invited to work with their organization to develop an application. The application receipt date is February 9th, 2011. To read the full text of the 2 RFAs and view abstracts for key references related to the PROSPR, please visit the PROSPR website at the web address on the screen below. For a pre-application webinar will be held on Tuesday, January 11th, 2011, from 4 o'clock until 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During the webinar, the 2 RFAs will be reviewed in more detail and investigators' questions will be answered. The webinar will be archived on the website. We welcome your letters of intent and your applications for this new NCI initiative. We think it's an exciting opportunity and we hope you'll apply and prosper.